have to see how teams can play around that. I'm going to be getting straight on over to TSM Entity. A little bit scared because they are somewhat split around the map there, but they are also in a location where there are not too many squads around them. They are surrounding Ruins, and Ruins actually talking about that location, going to be overtaken by Elementrix. Let's not forget, the rotating away from Ruins is extremely hard for you to achieve if teams have just a wind of information that you're localized in that compound. So Elementrix, they've got to be careful during their looting stage, not give too much information away. But I'm seeing Clutch God come over around here, and he's going to get information on Elementrix. This is going to be so hard for them to rotate away from this location.
They've just had a game where they got 22 kills. They're not ready to let up. They're not ready to stop. They want to get more. They're greedy guts, but I absolutely love it.
I absolutely love it too. Things are not looking really good. Mr. Hyozi, you're scaring me a little bit. Are they all going to move? Clutch God, show us what you got, baby. He's going to go straight for Shigar. He hits a few bullets. Headshot connects for Clutch God. Go for Pubgm, and also is put so damn low, but they respond pretty quickly. But now need the entirety of TSM Entity to take this fight early on, as he goes straight for the fight and straight for the clutch. And Elementrix, I think they might die early here. They might actually take 16th position.
Oh my god, I love the fact that Clutch God, okay, he only has a painkiller anyway, so it's not like he has a lot of kills, but now that's going to be on top, knocking down Clutch God. Mr. Hayuzu coming in from the side, so it's going to be up to Neo to be able to kind of push back the remaining members of Elementrix. It's a better response for Elementrix. They're not looking to completely disengage. They want to get revenge onto the members of TSM Entity.
Yeah, you know, he was going to try and go for the rest, but he knows he has to take this fight head on. But unfortunately, TSM Entity going overwhelmed by the response of Elementrix. Despite having lost Shigar, it doesn't really matter. And this is maybe the risk that TSM Entity were willing to take. The fact that they didn't have the full squad ready to take this fight was definitely a little bit of a mistake on their side. But now TSM Entity are going to have Jonathan, the clutch god of game number 1 on Erangel, going to be moving up. He has the intel, but will he take the fight? I doubt he will.
He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. But I can't help but think he probably will.
Wait for Zedgod. Like, he's going to arrive soon, and you can still take the fight. 2v3 is definitely possible, but you just got to wait for that man advantage to be reduced to a bare minimum, right?
Yeah, it's very true. And, you know, and the one thing about Sandhawk, though, as well, is that it is a map that you can get an incredibly good result off the back of only being a 1 or 2 man team, because snaking is so prominent, because you have a lot of jungle area that you can kind of dance around and you can prone around and you can keep yourself safe from. So that's something that at least will help TSM Entity, as they've lost 2 members early on.
Yeah, Zedgod not going to push because they know they have the high ground, and he would find himself in a similar situation where Elementrix were a few seconds earlier. He would be in the vicinity around Ruin, so going for that push would be a little bit risky, but Mr. Hyozi, the trap has been set up, and they're going to go for the car rotations. He's alone, and you know he can take that fight. Will he actually take the shots? I'm pretty sure Jonathan will. I mean, that's almost an easy kill, but yet he's not going to go for it despite that car rotation. But here it is, he's getting up, and here it is, Mr. Hyozi. See you later, Alligator. Instant shutdown, and TSM Entity making it a 2v2 fight.
Like, I feel bad for Elementrix, right? Because they've been surprise engaged upon 2 separate occasions now. Of course, the confirmation hasn't come out because Mr. Hozu was able to dance back around the rock. But Jonathan is going to look to cook up a grenade. Is it going to be barbecue time, baby?
Not just yet. Let's just wait a little bit longer. Mr. Hyozi, I thought, you know, he was out of the game. I counted it too early. My apologies for that. But you know what? TSM Entity, despite going up the hill, they're still going to commit. But no, they lose Jonathan. Zedgod's now going to be left alone to 1v3 clutch this round. And this is going to be a little bit harsh for him, but how can he play around this? They're going to surround him. This is a great net set up by Elementrix. I mean, Mr. Hyozi's going to be the first one. Can he get the knock? He doesn't get the last bullet through, and now he's behind. He has to focus on the right, and that's going to be TSM Entity eliminated in 16th position. What a reverse engage.
Enemies ahead.
उता राइटमा गइसक्यो एकजना देमा वेस्ट घरतिर
Enemies ahead.
1v4